The machine is on.
Hey, you know what they say, right? More dumps, more problems. Am I right? Am I right? That's how it goes. Welcome to the Voicemail Dump Truck on this Thursday, March 7th, 2024. My name is Jeff Bacalar, and I am thrilled beyond a shadow of a doubt to be joined by these three fine code dumpsters. Mr. Janet Joe, how are you?
I am fantastic. I am full of spice.
Great. I hope I'm not allergic. Jeff Grubb.
It's cinnamon, isn't it?
I hate cinnamon, but you know what I do not hate? The pride of Long Island himself, Mr. Matt Shipman. How are you?
I'm good, but that's so not true. so many more people come from Long Island than me. Are you allergic to spice? What was that bit?
Don't change the subject here. We're talking about the short list of prides of Long Island, and it's you and Billy Joel, and that's it.
Oh.
Good company.
Long Island?
Sure. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Long Island guy. He should be.
Why did I assume he was New Jersey?
No, that's Bruce. You're thinking of Bruce.
Well, yes, Bruce. Yes, I definitely knew Bruce was, but maybe I am also conflating the two. All right, fair enough.
Most people do. Billy Joel is without a doubt a Long Island.
Okay, all right, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm not even on my high school's notable alumni list, though, so I don't know if that... Mariah Carey went to my high school.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Mimi went to high school. Cool.
Now I get it. Now I get why it's the whole pride thing. I get it now. If you're dealing with Mariah Carey, I understand.
Look, we've got a great show planned. I'm sure you realize that. That's why you hit play. You're excited. You're thrilled. You want to hear all about the voicemails, and you want to hear all about the ongoings about what we're doing here. I know I shared with everyone my big reveal in the Jeff arc. We all know what's happening to me and only me and no one else. We all know that. Oh, Jen, why are you making a? Why are you twisting your face?
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
I'm more caught up on the fucking lore than you are, Jan. Come on.
Yeah, I'm lost, but I'm also not really listening. So
what the fuck on time out.
Well, that's Grubb.
Is what I say like go in one ear and out the other?
Backler, I got you, man. I was fucking shaving yesterday, listening to whatever fucking podcast that was. It's that your folks are living with you or something, right?
Okay.
See?
Oh, sure.
The East Coast people have to stick together.
Yeah,
okay?
Purple shirt.
We're the only ones that understand each other.
I can't fucking imagine my family living with me. So
cool, very cool.
Hell yeah.
What a cool thing to have to
we should
also
all just
worry
send
about.
our families to Jeff Bacalar's house. That's what we should do.
It's not what I am advertising. What I am saying, though, is that this is the last piece of content I will be making before they are here. And I just want everyone to know that, like, if shit changes next week, you know why.
I can't wait to see Lou in the background. That's all I want.
What if Bacalar's suddenly like in a really good mood, and we're like, and then it's like this is what he needed. He needed mommy and daddy. Yeah.
You know how sometimes Dylan will pop in and like just take over Bacalar's mic? What if that starts happening with Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's definitely very scared of anything that's like not, an analog piece of equipment. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I mean, it happened yesterday with the Super Dan. I went to go pee for 5 seconds and content, right? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just hopped on there. He took over.
What else is shaking in all your lives? Oh, there are a lot of people saying Sweet Lou on the voicemail dump truck. I can't promise you that. Okay, that's his nickname. We call him Sweet Lou. You just have to deal with that. You'll learn more about that. But what else is going on in everyone else's lives? Please tell me.
My family started the 20th or so group chat because I stopped responding and silenced all of the other group chats that I was a part of. Not that I don't welcome them. I love my family. It's just, guys, we can only say good morning to each other so many times.
It does sound in some ways like you're not welcoming them, though. It sounds like maybe you are trying to actively avoid them.
No, okay. Here's my problem. I text my grandma regularly. I think it's amazing that she knows how to use technology and she uses like the appropriate emojis. But someone's got to get on homegirl's case, and I just realized I called my grandma homegirl, but that's fine.
It's okay. That plays.
About like what she means when she says I'm gonna come over, because if someone says I'm coming over, I'm assuming they're coming over to my place. So then I panically realize, oh no, I gotta vacuum and clean so much crap up, and then it stresses my partner out. We're thinking like, oh no, we gotta put we bring out the good pillowcases, and then it's an hour from when my grandma said to come and everything, and then I'm like, I call my cousin that's bringing my grandma over, and it's like, yo, everything's good to go. Should I make tea or coffee for grandma? And then she was like, what? We're not going over to your house. What do you mean? We're going over somewhere else. And I'm like,
what?
Wait. How is she using the phrase "I'm coming over"?
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't get it.
She meant like, yeah, I'm coming over to church. And it's like, what? That's the Lord's house, I guess. It's not my house.
Yeah, but I mean, there is a difference between coming and going. I think we've. That's why we have both words.
Yeah, and then like my grandma, I text her saying like, oh, I thought you were coming over today. Bummed out. And then she doesn't respond to me. She leaves me on read because she has her read notifications on. And then she just texts me 2 days later, hey, you can watch the parade on your phone. Did you know that? I'm like, what parade are you talking about?
See, it sounds like there is also some kind of like generational divide going on where like my dad is just not like a texter, really. He's just like a call person, and then you lose the first 15 minutes of your life there, like all the time. You're just like, I didn't need to discuss the weather with you. We only live an hour apart. Certainly it's similar to where you are, Dad, is it not? Right. And now when he calls, I get scared. Right. I'm like, what's up? Or is everything okay? Like, you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Whoa. Are you okay? And I'm sorry, Dad, you're at that age where like, I freak out every time you call. It's basically like, okay, who's dead? Who died?
Even though he calls you, you're saying usually when you talk to him, it's via the phone?
Yeah. Like,
but even though that precedent has been set, you
yes.
still think something bad has happened every time?
Yes. I know. Cool, right? It's cool. It's a very cool thing I have going on. I just want to do group chats. I just want to do that. That's all.
I don't. That sounds horrible. I don't want to have.
I'm watching Jan fix the call right now. I'm sorry. Listen, I like to do group chats, but I'm also with Jan where like a few too many of them are overwhelming. Although I don't have to mute any of them. I do just. And maybe this is a superpower. I can just ignore things and just let them sit there and have the notification pop off. And it's like, that means nothing to me. I've decided this means nothing to me, and so it means nothing to me.
Are you Jan's grandma in secret, or?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm coming over later, so watch out.
Oh, okay, well, I did not clean this time.
What a wildly different dynamic. Like, if I were to just ignore something, I would be guilted for like literal months.
I'm guilted frequently, but I used to be guilted, and now people just recognize that that's just the way it is. So mostly the guiltiness stopped. I've also had to decide the guilting didn't bother me, which that was a big thing. That took some time.
That's big of you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love my first memory of Emmy meeting my family, and then her slowly looking over to me and like, they're all just like you, and you guys are all really loud. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? And then she was like, you guys are just excited about everything together.
See, but that sounds nice.
But to hammer it home how similar the Ochoa side of my family is, this is in one of the group chats. My aunt texts, there's always time for coffee. And then another picture of a dog drinking coffee. It's all in my blood, folks.
Yeah. Like that is just Jan right there. Dog drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just, you can't do anything about it. It's just who you are. It's baked into the DNA. I love it. Shipman, if you have anything else to add, are you a good boy? What's your deal?
Am I a good boy?
Are you a
Damn, I
good
don't
boy?
know. Is
Because
that up
I'm
to
a
me?
bad boy. Grub
that up
seems
to
like he's okay with being a bad boy. Jan's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
good boy.
listen, I shall not be judged. You
Are
can't
we?
judge me.
Is this just in general, or in relation to like texting and talking to our family?
Yeah, that, the latter.
Well, definitely
The
that.
latter.
All right, okay.
Definitely
You're a good
that,
boy.
That makes a
Are you
little
a
more
good boy?
sense. Thanks. I don't. I just call my mom like fucking once a week on the phone. I don't really text with any of them.
That's all it should
Show
be.
off, Jesus.
That's all it should be, though. You know?
Is that,
Yeah.
is that something to show off? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
like-
so-
I think that's all it should be. That's all it takes for a good boy, right?
Okay.
I was a bad boy in college when I didn't do that.
Oh, I was a bad boy in college. Yes. Bad boy.
That's the time to be a bad
I was
boy.
a piece of shit in college.
I used to be.
Speaking of bad boys and bad girls, my kids do have like the teacher parent conferences right now, and the Steph's at one of them right now, and this other one we're like waiting to hear from the teacher, and she's got like some like the standard stuff where it's like a learning plan to help her with some stuff because she's got the vision, and so we're like waiting to get update on this stuff, and she's like, no, we only do that with the kids that need it, and I'm like, wait, you saying this? We're like, cool, like everything is cool at school. There is zero things that you, as the teacher of my child, want to talk to me about. I don't like. It's a little weird, but I'm like, that sounds like the ideal scenario. But I don't know. Should I go in there and be like, tell me she's being good? Do I go in there and demand like that? I don't know what to do here.
Huh. You've got a situation that I think perhaps you're overanalyzing, or maybe you're doing your due diligence as a concerned parent, right?
Yeah, I'm just it was the first time that we're in a situation where it's like before this, it was always just like we just do this no matter what.
Sure.
So to like have it be like, oh, we might not do it. Now, to be fair, she's being kind of a little bastard at home. So I'm like, okay, that's why I'm a little bit like surprised. So I'm like, but no, behavior, everything is cool at school. But apparently, I don't know. I'm a little surprised by it. That's all.
Maybe that's just her home persona. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, I think
that's
she's
the
just like,
thing.
yeah, getting big in the britches. She is definitely. Maybe she saw Dib on content, and she's like, I could be like that.
I want to be over.
These nepo babies, I swear.
Yeah.
Man.
I like your concern. You're doing the right thing. You're playing it right. Your head's in the right spot. Good job.
Yeah.
You're a good boy.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, as you
You
can
call
tell,
everyone
this,
good boys this week. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, my good boys are. My friends and I just used to call ourselves nice boys. Yeah, we're just nice boys. We're just nice boys, like trying to do our thing, just trying to, be good. And that's what we're trying to do on this voicemail dump truck. Because, as you probably already know, this is a call-in show, and our phone number is 707 exit flu. That's a transition, and that is certainly something I'm proud of. I'm sorry. In the corner of my eye, I caught what all the cameras looked like for a second as we went into our dump mode on the live show that you can check out on Twitch and on giantbomb.com. We are going to answer as many voicemails as we possibly can in the next 45 minutes or so. 707 exit flu is the number, and obviously the pride of Long Island is going to pick the first one.
The goodest boy.
The goodest of boys, the nicest of boys, Mr. Matt Shipman.
Well, thank you so much. I'm going to go with Charles Entertainment Cheese.
So, how did Chuck E. Cheese actually become successful? Because it's a rat-based restaurant. That's
Yeah,
all.
I mean, that's a good bit. Like I would start with that.
But what is that held back any form of there's Disney's mouse based, and so many cartoons involve rodents of various kinds, and they're all no one's ever like disgusting. They carry disease. Everyone's like, yeah, it's a fictional character. I understand what's happening here.
There's a lot of cereal mascots that are rodents too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just look the other way. I think obviously if you're the face of a chain of pizza restaurants, it's like, yeah, that's a little unclean organically, but I don't know. I think it's fair.
It never occurred to me. I never thought about it that way.
Where did Chuck E. Cheese start? Because I'm thinking rats and pizza. I'm like, New York, baby.
It was-
fucking.
Nolan Bushnell started it, so I wonder if he started in California, because he would have been out in California by then. But it started in New York. Okay, wow.
Oh, it did start in New
makes
York.
sense.
Hey.
It started
Yeah.
in New York?
Yeah.
How the fuck? Honestly, people throw Mr. Bushnell under the bus, but you start a rat-based pizza franchise in New York, that's a
just-
win, baby.
Yeah, that's just synergizing with the city there. Absolutely.
You know,
Backler, was Chuck E. Cheese a big thing in your
No.
youth, or you had aged out of that?
no. What are you saying?
I'm just saying you were not the key demographic for Charles.
Yeah, by the
Cheese.
time it came around, you were already what, 50, 60 years old, right?
Yeah,
Backler?
Grub.
So-
I'm 68. That's me. I don't like. It wasn't even a thing where I grew up. Like I don't even know where there was one. Like they were not within striking distance of where I grew up in Jersey. So I don't know.
We had one, but we went to a place that, and I know there's other things called this Major Magics, but ours was just a Chuck E. Cheese, but instead of a rat, it was a military major in a red costume. But they still had all the animatronics, and he would sing and dance and all that stuff. And
Was he a general?
When he was major, right? Major Magic, so he was a major.
I didn't see-
Is that a major general? I don't know. But yeah, it had the pizza. I think it had go-karts outside or something like that, or that might have been the place next door. But it was, for all intents and purposes, it was basically just a Chuck E. Cheese. And I liked the place. I enjoyed that a lot as a kid. It was like, I could tell going there was cost prohibitive. It would add up quick for my parents. So we didn't go there very, very frequently. And like, I could still get them to like maybe let me go into like Tilt at the mall and play arcade games there a little bit more frequently. But when I did go there, I had a good time. The pizza was fine. So yeah, I like these places.
Nice.
Do you think that was like a?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Matt.
Do you think that was like a recruitment effort? Like, why was it military themed? What the?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Major Magic was the one member of the military. I should see it because I don't remember anyone else in the band being a military themed. But
Dishonorably discharged.
yeah, exactly
Like,
right.
just
It was Michigan, so it could have been like a Michigan militia situation. He could have just been starting his own military. So
Just refused to ditch the uniform. It was just like,
Yeah.
I know I'm not supposed to wear this in public, but I fucking love it.
oh man, is it still open? Man,
What?
oh
You said,
yeah.
what's it called? I'm sorry. You said it like 5
Major
times.
okay, Major Magic's in Clinton Township, Michigan. There are, if you guys look up some pictures of the animatronics, it is like
Ooh,
a
horror
drum
show.
that plays
Oh.
himself, and a stand-up bass guitar maybe, or a cello that plays himself, and it
don't
kind
like
of looks like
that.
my dad.
Oh, this sucks.
I don't like that.
yeah.
Well, this is a trigger warning for content warning for chat.
I love these guys.
Content
Yeah.
warning. Oh, I don't like the stand-up
boy.
bass guy who plays himself.
Yeah, the drum and
This
the stand-up bass guy
sucks.
to play themselves. And oh yeah, there's a fox over there, I think. Oh,
This is
they
like
are-
the beauty and the beastification of all these musical instruments.
Oh,
I'm just
yes.
seeing all of these guys now.
Yo,
Is that a
this,
tree?
this place
The
is
face?
cursed.
Oh, and there's there's the bear guys. Yeah, the bears sing, and I think like it was like 3 different concerts. So like the lights would be on like the instruments for a while, and they would be on Major Magic and like his cohort, and then it would go over to the bears, and then occasionally all of them would sing at once. Okay, yeah.
I just need to say-
it was open as late as 2020, and I don't think it's open anymore.
The Monopoly Man adjacent presentation of Major Magic on the billboard
Sure.
is an adorable drawing.
Yeah.
The in
you guys seen
real
the Lady
life
Fox?
robotification of Major Magic
Oh god.
is a
There he is.
goddamn horror show.
Have you seen the Lady Fox? Oh my God, this walrus that you can climb into, that is basically the Mayor McCheese pizza thing from the McDonald's.
Into.
Inside of?
Yeah, hang on. I'll have to just get these images somewhere.
He's like, I'm not gonna explain. I'm just gonna
it's-
find a
well,
picture.
Do you know the Mayor McCheese thing that kids would get stuck in on the McDonald's play place, the early one? It looks like one of those that has been repainted to have a walrus man coming out of it instead. Childhood was weird in the 80s, everybody. I don't know how else to explain this.
Yeah, I was thinking this the other day where a friend was saying like, yeah, sometimes I just got to put Coco Melon
Put it
on
in
for
chat.
the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
Coco Melon looks absolutely disgusting. That child looks gross.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Children's like online based entertainment is kind of a horror show. It is like a freak parade, and a lot of it's like just randomly computer generated nonsense. And I'm kind of into it. It's actually pretty cool.
But then I look at stuff like Major Magic here and this sexy lady fox, and it's like, oh no, it's all the same. It's all the same. Oh god.
It is a lady fox in like a velour tracksuit. It's just got a wig. That's a hell of a thing. That was I was a child when I looked upon that thing for the first time. No wonder there are so many furries. Like that makes all the sense in the world now. They did this to us. Of course we are.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like, look at Sean, right?
Look
Yeah.
at Sean.
They do have a good selection of pinball, turns out. So points for that.
Is
for
that
sure.
an organ with a face?
Yep.
Sorry, I just looked at
Almost
Certainly
certainly,
is.
yes.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my
Terrifying.
god. Is it Gorilla playing the drums, I think?
Do y'all think there is like a space for these animatronic kids restaurants to come back? Or has
Yeah,
like
I mean, after Five Nights at Freddy's,
like
why
ruined
wouldn't
that,
it?
though?
I mean, to me, it's like they should be more popular than ever. I don't get it.
I don't know. I think obviously like Dave and Buster's still works very well.
Sure.
Yeah, but like the animatronics
I
with
know.
Five Nights at Freddy's feels like a world in which like you could even be a little subversive with it and like actually have them like break down or actually do a Halloween night one where they actually are
Oh, that's
haunted and
good.
kids would,
Yeah, that would
and
be
kids would go
cool.
buck wild for that. I think.
But I don't think like the attraction to Five Nights at Freddy is like, I wish this was a thing in real life. Like I don't know if there's that connection. Do you know what I mean?
I wish they would
Oh.
kill me so
I wish
bad.
I wish a robot would murder me.
No, you're probably right. There's
Yeah, I
probably,
don't know.
but I think I mean, yeah, like you could. There's no world in which there is 10 of these in every state. Once again, like that's not
Right,
happening. But I think one or two in like L.A. and on the East Coast and stuff like that. I think that could still work.
So
Yeah.
like birthday parties now for kids, like Dave and Buster's is pretty much off the radar. Like at this point, like I've been to a couple, but it's like it's Nerf parties. Okay, do you know what that is?
No.
It's just like
Party
like a
featuring
game where,
Nerf.
where everyone shoots each other with Nerf guns.
Yes, but like at a place that's designed for it. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically like American Gladiators size space where they have like infinite guns and infinite ammo, and these like two, high school kids organize capture the flag for like 38-year-olds.
38-year-olds?
Well,
Or 38-year-olds?
30.
Daryl's out there again, everybody. Look at him go
30.
with his mullet
8-year-olds.
and his
Yeah.
his alimony payments.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then there's a lot of like trampoline parties now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those are pretty big here in SF also.
Yeah, trampoline, ice skating, and I don't know what else.
So which things from our kids are still going? Because like the roller rink was a big thing when I was a kid.
Yes, roller rink. Yes, that is still a thing. Believe it or not.
No, I do
also
because like roller skating, not even like roller blading is like passe now. Roller skating is very popular, at least in chic-y circles, like in trendy circles. It seems like roller skating's big.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Bowling. I haven't been to a bowling thing. That seems like it's on its way out, or just not as popular.
Really?
A lot of like arcades, a lot of like all-you-can-eat arcades. Like we said with the Dave and Buster's. But yeah.
Are we talking like child attractions?
Yes,
like
Matt.
parties
How about
and stuff,
how
not
about any
adult
third
ones?
place? Because that's like the big
God,
conversation
no,
right now.
they
It's
don't
like
exist.
we don't have third places anymore, right? So you have an option to go to an overpriced bar, an overpriced restaurant, and Dave and Buster's. That's kind of it.
That's it.
This is my fucking third place, my booth that I'm in.
Yeah,
Just
uh-huh.
pretend it's
Fucking
not
podcasting
inside
with
my
these chuckle
house.
fucks
Oh my
is my
God.
third place.
Okay. There will be some days on the website where like I just won't leave this general vicinity. I'll go to the kitchen real quick, grab a glass of water, some more coffee, and then like I won't have touched anything else in the house. And then my partner will come back and like, "Have you done anything today? What's going on?" I'm like, "I did do work. I'm working all the time. It's over here though."
Uh-huh.
Where else would you work?
I know. What are we gonna
I
go
don't
to the
know.
library and podcast?
You just gotta be really quiet.
hey guys, what's up?
Welcome.
Tuesday.
Oh God. All right. Well, thank you, caller, for putting us on that trajectory. And Jan, please choose the next voicemail.
I'll pick it because I don't think anyone else will. Maybe chat. Chubby Hispanic kid.
Okay.
Hey, Dumpers. When I was in elementary school, there was this one kid who would always eat just like a whole pack of Sunkist tuna for lunch.
Oh.
So now every time I smell tuna, I think of this chubby Hispanic kid. What is the weirdest, like, sense memory association you guys have?
I did while we were streaming earlier today, Jan. I got some whiff of some combination of smells, because there's no way that this is like anything, but it's like the perfumes that my mom and my like sister-in-law were wearing when I was a kid, when we went to go visit Spain. And somehow like that got triggered while I was streaming today, and I'm like, it smells like Spain right now. Right now smells like Spain, and it's impossible to explain that. So I didn't bring it up during the podcast or during the stream. So I just waited until now when it makes even less sense to do it. Yeah.
that kind of exact thing happened to me like a week ago, though, where I was in my home. I think I had just heated up a fucking Factor meal or whatever, and so there's smells everywhere. But I got the scent of a studio that is no longer in business that I worked at. Like they've moved locations, right? And the old location had a certain scent, not like a particularly bad scent or anything, just whatever. And somehow the combination of smells in my house plus that food equaled that. And I was like, whoa, I'm back in there for the first time in 5 years.
Isn't that amazing? I like, everyone knows that, like, memory associated with smells, like obviously a thing, but like until it like really happens, it is like jaw dropping, right? Like
it is, because like the smell is like directly in your brain, right? It is like the most connected to your brain part of our sensory like suite, and so it's like when you are forming memories, it's like that's the same part of your brain that is smelling. So I think that's why it's so strong.
Like I was at my parents' house a couple weeks ago for the last time, and I went through some shit that instantly made me smell my grandparents' place in Florida. Like it was like this mothball-y kind of like preservative thing that I don't know what it is, but I was instantly transported to like being 9 years old in Boca, and that is what like happened to me. And I was
You're
just
about
like,
to have that in your house now.
Relax, Maddie. What are we doing here? But yeah, like holy shit, it was weird.
Like, are you just Costanza? What is going on here? Like,
honestly, dude, like, yes.
Worse characters to be compared to.
Like, I'm not proud of that, but like, yeah, like, yeah, I think so.
Just a nice boy. Just a nice boy.
Trying to be a nice boy, you know.
Anytime I smell raw chicken, I get transported back to the sandwich shop I worked at, specifically when it caught on fire.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, just because I was cutting up chicken at the time it caught on fire.
Whew.
Yeah,
it's like it's that simple. It's like it doesn't have to be more connected than that. It's just like the thing you were doing at the time.
This isn't the same thing, but like I remember being in high school and having some sort of teriyaki chicken at a friend's house, and it was like, it made me sick somehow. I don't know if it was like not cooked right or whatever, but I didn't feel good afterwards. Not like teriyaki. I wasn't like throwing up or anything, but I just felt nauseous. And for like probably 5-6 years after that, the thought of teriyaki made me sick.
Yep.
And it was definitely not the sauce. It was definitely the chicken. The association kind of fucked it up.
I think that is not dissimilar. Like I had that. I didn't eat sushi for 2 years because of a similar thing. Like very, very aggressive thing it can do to your appetite, for sure.
To this day, I still feel like gagging anytime I smell grenadine, because
wait, the red syrup?
Yeah, the red syrup. It's like cherry flavored syrup, right?
Yeah, it's delicious. What do you mean?
Well,
because a day in a row on a podcast where grenadines come up, but keep going.
Really?
I mean, teriyaki's good too, but like you have a horrible traumatic experience.
No, you're right, Matt. You're right, but this is like sugar. Go on, Jen. I must hear this.
It's basically my 21st birthday. I thought it'd be a great idea to just make jungle juice or like a big. For folks that don't know what jungle juice is, it's basically just like a garbage cocktail where you throw in whole bottles of alcohol, juice, mixers, whatever else behooves you.
Right.
And then, God bless my friend, one of my best friends. He was like, guys, I came loaded. And then he slams on the table 6 bottles of grenadine. And then we have to tell him
6 bottles?
Oh, that's horrible, actually.
That's too much grenadine.
Okay, never mind. I understand now.
We're like, bro, grenadine isn't alcoholic.
Yeah.
But he's looking for he's making a mocktail, right? Out of the trash juice, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Virgin colada, no rum.
And then he was like, "Oh, no wonder they didn't ID me. Shit."
I mean, dude, Shirley Temples, Till I Die.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's
Is that a
just
fucking
Grenadine?
East Coast thing? I fucking love Shirley
7-Eleven?
Temple.
Or
Yeah,
just
7-Up and Grenadine. That's it. You know?
Yeah,
Love it.
because
ahead,
I
Dan.
yacked so bad that night
Sure.
because of all the alcohol. A major component that I tasted and smelled was grenadine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, the strongest component usually coming back up is going to be what you remember. My what's the cinnamon alcohol drink, like Fireball or
Fireball.
Oh God.
so it is. My early drinking, that's the kind of stuff your asshole friends will bring over, and my buddy
Exactly.
basically drank the whole bottle. And we're at my parents' house, and I like found out later after we were up all night, and I like went up to like the first floor bathroom, like right next to my parents' nice kitchen, and I will like open it up and just sprayed everywhere, like a blood splatter pattern. It's just red puke vomit mist all over the bathroom, and so I was fine, but I did not want to drink that anymore ever after having to clean that up. That was like
You're
real
probably better
miserable.
off never having Fireball ever again, I think.
Oh yeah, I was like actually good from the start with that one. I'm like, I don't need my alcohol to be cinnamon flavored. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure it was banned in Europe at some point, still is. I don't know, maybe like mid 2010s for containing a material found in antifreeze, I believe. They deemed it to be not cool for humans.
Gets you fucked
Yeah,
up.
definitely not cool. My partner's cousin, whenever he's in town visiting from the Philippines, he always tells me, "Yo, Kuya Jan, I love being in your car because it smells like San Francisco."
Aw.
But then
Is
the
that good or
thing
bad?
is, if you say that to some other native San Franciscans, that will come off as an insult.
Yeah, you smell like human
Right.
shit on the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
In the
oh,
sun,
I-
baking
I
in the sun.
Smell like pee or like garbage ocean water. And it's like, no, it smells like nice black coffee all the time. I'm like,
Sourdough and manatees.
Right, that San Francisco smell, not the piss car, the coffee car. Cool.
Europeans have ruined American chocolate for me because they keep talking about how this butyric acid is basically the same stuff that is in like baby vomit or whatever. And so it's like I used to like a Hershey's bar, and now like I can't eat it without being like, yep, they're right. This sucks. God damn it. It does kind of taste like that. So yeah, they've ruined it for me.
It's true. Like our chocolate is such trash tier chocolate on a global
Yeah, they
scale.
try to like sweeten it up with this butyric acid, and it's like, but it's like on the same spectrum as just literal vomit. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
like-
cool.
You can get away with it with like your Reese's peanut butter cup because it's just like more of the fake peanut butter, peanut M&Ms. It doesn't like, but when you just bite into like a Hershey bar now,
Hershey's is like the worst. Yeah.
you're just like,
don't
you're just
ruin
like,
s'mores for me. Come on,
I'm
guys.
sorry, Jen. It's just not. Oh,
You get the dark chocolates. That's not that. I think they
Yeah.
don't do that with that.
That's got much less baby vomit in it. It's
Yeah,
way
like,
better for you.
look, you're always gonna get traces of the baby vomit, but
you know, within the legal limit, of course.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow, we are going on some tangents. Thank you, callers. We've only done 2. Let's do 3. Jeff Grubb.
Heyo.
Yeah, let's go with E3 style presser.
Hi. So about a month ago, Taco Bell did like an E3 style presser with like a professional host and like a music act performance and everything, like the whole shebang. So I was wondering, what giant corporate soulless brand entity would you want to do an E3 style press show, and what would you want the musical act to be? Thank you. Bye.
How did we not talk over this? I don't understand.
Oh wow, Backlog, we are guilty of dereliction of duty. We messed up. Oh
Yeah.
my
I
god,
didn't
we
even-
should have talked over that.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I remember watching it happen. I'm like, well, that's not real, and then finding out later it really did happen.
What the fuck's wrong with us?
I don't know.
They got the big Cheez-It in the Crunch Wrap. It's
I didn't even. It's the first I'm hearing about it.
really?
Really?
You gotta
Yeah,
look
you
it up
should.
right now.
You work
looks
with
like-
us.
It looks like a Ubisoft like press conference. It really does.
Didn't
It
they?
looks
Am
like-
I'm thinking of
it
the right
looks like
thing,
you-
right? Where they announced like a bunch of or they announced that they're gonna do some like weird shit, like
Yeah.
Baja Blast flavored
It's called Live Moss. Oh my god.
live moss.
That's really
yeah.
good. Live moss.
That's good.
We
Oh,
suck,
Jesus.
you guys. Whoa, they went for an hour. Okay. I don't know about an hour.
Listen, that's good. Okay, so Crocs, I think Crocs should have their own press conference. I think.
Crocs.
Yeah. Like the next gen of Crocs, and then like which of the little, what are they called? The little jewels you put on them?
Giblets?
Yeah, giblets. I did. I was driving with my kid the other day. I was bringing her home, and she does like, Dad, I got to talk about something serious with you. I'm like, what's happening? And she's like, all the kids at my school have these charms on their shoes, and I don't have any. And so I need to. I'm like, are you talking about Croc giblets or whatever the hell they're called? So apparently I have to start getting those now because my kid is feeling left out at school.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
What's it called? I saw an advertisement for a Naruto branded collaboration with Crocs and Naruto, and I immediately send it to Tam, and then he replies back, "No, fuck! I literally just got more Crocs. I can't get even more." I love it.
You can't just get the gibbets and put them on?
Oh, Matt, these are special because the little band that you put above
in
or
performance mode or
Performance
speed mode.
mode.
Or whatever the fuck it is.
Talked about that.
below. It's the Hidden Leaf headband.
Of course.
That's good.
Oh, see, you just got Matt.
That's good.
No,
I'm not buying
yeah.
them, but that's good.
I've
Tam will
still yet
definitely
to
buy
be
that.
converted. I've not.
I don't have any
look
Crocs
at
either.
Yeah. I'm
Imagine
totally
it
about
was the, I don't fucking know, Star Platinum's arm or some shit. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the equivalent of something you've seen.
Jan, will you buy me
okay.
Crocs and I'll buy you one of those Chinese handheld gaming things and I'll bring it to you at
Easy,
PAX
easy.
East?
There we go. We'll have
Okay,
a
cool.
little
All right,
gift
deal.
exchange.
Deal. I'm going to go. I'll get it taken care of.
Oh,
All right.
that's like trading soccer jerseys at the end of the match. That seems
Yeah.
fun. Can I be a part of that?
Yeah, sure. We go. Yeah, we go.
Who's my
do,
partner? Not
We can
Dan.
do Giant Bomb Secret Santa in July or June or whatever.
White elephant or something.
Yeah, that seems. What a lovely exchange of gifts and pleasantries.
What is the difference between a Secret Santa and a white elephant?
I don't think anything.
well,
a white
no.
elephant seems more nefarious, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Secret Santa is just a one-to-one gift exchange, right?
You
Right.
get like assigned someone and you go,
Yes.
like, I'm secretly assigned Grub, and I'd be like, I got Grub this thing, and he doesn't know who's
Okay.
assigned to him.
Right.
White Elephant is much more nefarious because depending on who you play with, you can steal gifts in your order. So
Well, that sounds stressful.
It's real fucked up.
say like the gift monetary limit is like, oh, this can only be up to $50. So you get something really nice, and then maybe that appeals to one of your friends specifically, but one of your other friends hates that other friend secretly. So when it's time to give that gift to someone else that hasn't been gifted yet can go and steal that gift, and they can keep stealing amongst the order.
So you can give something to someone and then take it away from them. I get why the elephants are white now. That makes sense. Okay.
Colonizing elephants.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. There's a good episode of The Office where there's a white elephant episode, right? I feel
That sounds right. Yeah.
I've been looking to have a sitcom in the background, and I can only watch Seinfeld so many times. I've never seen The Office in completion, but I
Okay.
was thinking either The Office or Lost.
That's
And I
not a
know
sitcom.
Lost is
Yeah,
not a
sitcom.
sitcom.
Yep.
And I know Lost is not a sitcom.
Yeah, The Office is not really a sitcom traditionally, but I think it's way
Sitcom
closer
cheese.
than. Yeah,
It's a comedy that is in a situation. So
I do think, but I do think a sitcom has to have like audience laughter almost.
Okay.
I think there was a point in time where that was true, but I think now these days it's like, well, no, this is the evolved form of the sitcom.
Sure,
but
sure.
traditionally, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Simpsons is considered a sitcom, but there's no laugh track.
Right.
I
Yeah.
guess. You should watch you should watch the American version. It's a lot like The Office, actually, in that way. The American version of Ghosts on like CBS or whatever the hell it was. So you can be as surprised as I was when oh my god, I'm like setting this up and I don't remember his fucking name. Your other actor friend that I've never
Alex?
met. Yeah, he was on that show.
Yeah,
I was like watching an episode of that show. I'm like, wait a minute.
he's like the Fonz on it or
I've
something.
seen this guy. Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
You
He
see
doesn't
the
have a head
Fonz?
or something.
Yeah, he was like-
they're all dead.
He was like he was like a grease guy. Like I
Yeah.
know
Go
that.
hey with the thumbs. Okay, no, but he was in a generic Grease Fonz. Okay.
But like
Yeah.
like in the pilot, he like lost his head, and you haven't seen him with his head on it for like 2 fucking seasons, and then he shows up and they find his head, and he's like, I'm me now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
I
watch
feel,
that because then you can be like,
Okay.
whoa, look.
I feel like I'm about to get an angry text message from someone about who he really played on the show. But
Hey, I actually
Gianna,
watched it, so I know.
are you like doing like the Suits thing and then like all the USA Today characters welcome shows?
I did try and I did the thing where I watched a couple episodes of Monk, and I'm like, I love Monk.
I was gonna say Monk. Did you know they're making like a fucking sequel movie to Monk?
Oh, that's a good
No.
idea. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I got recommended that on fucking Facebook because I must have liked the Monk page when I was like an actual high schooler when I made my Facebook page.
Oh my God, that's wild.
God.
I like that.
That page is paying off in dividends.
Yeah, dude. 2023, Mr. Monk's last case, a Monk movie.
A Monk movie. Oh,
We need
okay.
we need to make a couple lists here. We need to rank a couple things. We need to rank. So I have like different levels, like you just put it, Jan. Like you want something in the background, right? So we need to
Yeah.
rank like the best one of those, the best one to fall asleep to. Okay, because that's important also. Because that's how I fall asleep in our house. We fall asleep to TV, and we'd been doing it with YouTube for a while, and certain things on YouTube work, and we've been falling asleep to Sunny. Believe it or not, I don't know how.
Oh,
You would
Sunny's
think
a good
we
shout.
start to fall asleep to Sunny, maybe because we knew all the episodes so well. Tried to do it with the Wet Hot American Summer Netflix show. Couldn't do it because it was too funny, and we were like, what? It was too new to us, right? So we gotta like thread the needle there. That'd be fun. Let's rank that.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It just has to be something you watched before for the most part,
Exactly.
right? Or at least you know most of the big jokes. I suppose it could be like something as cultural osmosis to a certain extent. I think Frasier is one that's going to be in the wheelhouse of a lot of these. That's one like I bet you if you watch it, you're going to have a good time. If you put it in the background and fall asleep to it, you're also going to be fine.
Interesting.
Maybe Cheers. Maybe Cheers is the answer then.
there's like-
Cheers is good. I like
There's
Cheers.
like 900 episodes of Cheers, so I feel like
Perfect.
that's perfect, right?
And then we can all go to the bar, Bacalar.
Oh, buddy.
I did sign into Facebook just now because there used to be a thing where you could like you had those liked pages, right, or pages you followed. Do they still have that on there? Because I'm like I would like to see what I liked back then.
Yeah, you probably go to your profile or something and look at that, but like every other social media, now you have a feed and it is
Right, it's all
tailored
buried
to
under a million
you,
things
whatever that
here.
means, Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I
I found my movies.
I logged on to Facebook recently as well. Not just now, but
Everyone's like admitting their relapse, but go ahead.
but like I was scrolling through do they call it a timeline anymore? I don't know. The
Who
feed,
knows?
right? And everything on there was no updates from any friends or family that still use Facebook.
Right.
It was all
That
just
doesn't matter anymore.
It was all just pages, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever liked this. It was weird.
Apparently, I liked the Asus Republic of Gamers page.
Yeah, well, that tracks.
and Alan Moore and a Thai restaurant from Columbus, Ohio. All this is adding up. This all looks good. Okay, fair enough. Dreamcast. I like the concept of the Sega Dreamcast.
The concept,
Okay.
though.
Yeah.
I cannot believe how many fucking businesses think it's appropriate to fucking have a Facebook page as their only means of like internet presence. You're out of your fucking mind and you're going out of business. Is all I have to tell you.
Like the audience that they're reaching is like the audience that still has the most money, like boomers. So once they all
guess.
die, they're fucked. Yeah.
I was gonna say like I'm so annoyed that I saw something the other day that was like millennials are about to take that over, and it's just like change what you're doing, fix it.
Yeah, we should have taken that over a while ago, but they kept all the money. So yeah,
Of course and they're going to be buried with it because that's how
they're going to be
much of
entombed with it.
much of freaks they are. All right.
Wait, hey, real quick, what was the fucking question for the? Was this like
Oh,
you want to see a
good.
press conference?
Yes,
Because I
Taco
had,
Bell
I
press
had,
conference.
I got one.
Let's go.
I got one. I got one.
Pieces of shit. We didn't even answer it. Go ahead, Matt.
got one.
I
Thank
said
you.
rocks.
Papa John's. do you? I'm thinking of like the sweaty Papa John's, like up on the fucking
you want to bring him back?
stage.
Yes.
If he was the one more thing and
Yeah.
came back on stage, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Oh.
like, you know, he's rambling about like, you know, what do you say? He ate 30 fucking pizzas in a week or something. I don't know. Just like
Yes.
that kind of energy in a presentation, and then they introduce products like the Taco Bell Live Moss Live thing, where it's like,
Okay.
here's your, I don't know, fucking caramel flavored pizza or some shit. But
I would. Yeah, I mean,
Just to see
Mr.
that.
Caffeine and him would have the same energy. Absolutely, that would be great.
I'm not joking. Like, I do think Taco Bell was like really smartly did this. I just think
Yes, it's perfect.
like the next brand that should do this for no reason, for no good reason, is Bass Pro Shops. Like they should absolutely have one next.
No,
That's a good point.
okay.
They're in line. Like they're the next logical company to do that.
As maybe the most dirty hipster, recovering dirty hipster person on this website ever, I don't know why Bass Pro Shops has such a stranglehold, specifically the trucker hats. Has such a stranglehold all over like late
Ashton
Gen
Kutcher,
Z,
right?
No, not Ashton Kutcher. Ashton Kutcher has no influence on anyone anymore.
Not anymore. No, you're right. Like there are certain totems, like there are certain like things that happen.
Objects of power, yeah.
They're objects of power.
Yes.
Like the Best Pro Shop fucking thing. That is it. Like I don't know what to tell you. It just is the thing.
I feel like it must have been just irony to begin with. You know, someone was like, huh,
And it's the Stanley Cup now.
I feel like the Stanley Cup has actual function though.
Oh Jesus! You can't just say Stanley Cup. Backler, even you can't just say Stanley Cup. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? The Stanley Cup, the trophy that the NHL team wins when I know, but every time someone starts talking about these Stanley Cups, I'm confused for like 30 solid seconds.
Someone had a really good tweet and like mentioned me in it and was just like, I bet hockey fans are so bummed out about this dumbass thermos. Like, you know, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, a little. I'm a little bummed out. Yeah.
I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a thermos. It's not even a cup.
Yeah. That is just like out of TikTok, right? Or Instagram, maybe. Because
that is just another Bass Pro Shop hat, right? Like,
yeah, you're right. They're almost exactly equivalent. Like Bass Pro Shop, sort of the masculine, and the Stanley Cup, the feminine. Yeah, they complement one another really well.
Yin and yang.
The yin and yang. Yes, exactly.
They are objects of power. You are 100% right. That is the perfect way
One
to describe
cannot
them.
exist without the other.
Totally. All right, I feel better that we answered the voicemail, and with that, I will
Said Crocs. It's just gonna get dismissed this entire time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Crocs, great. That's good. This is a good answer. Good answer. And thank you, caller. All right, I will go next, and of course, I will pick Hockey Gets Outlawed.
Dub Dumpers. Did you know that in Jason X or 10, however you say it, apparently the year 2024 is the year hockey gets outlawed? I hope Backlar's okay. Bye.
Oh, please elaborate, because I am unaware of this fictional situation.
Oh my God. You need to watch Jason X yesterday.
Does it have something to do with the mask? Like hockey?
I bet it
what is the reason?
Doesn't he have like a bladed hockey stick in one of the movies too? Like, doesn't he get that eventually?
That's the kind of shit that would happen in real life. It's like one dude would be like, I've got a hockey stick that I murder people with. And they'd go,
right.
Hockey is over now.
We have to eliminate hockey.
I could be thinking of like the Sub-Zero character from Running Man. He had a bladed hockey stick. Okay, if this happens, I'm a little bit more okay with it than I would have been, because have you guys seen the football played on ice? That these people are like, they're like doing like the careful steps, but like once someone really starts going, everyone's trying to turn around really quick to go capture them, and they just all eat shit constantly, and it's just football but on ice.
And they're obviously not wearing skates.
No, they're running. Yeah, they're just running.
But they have pads and helmets and stuff, so they don't.
Right, so it's like a slow motion train wreck, because they can only get so much speed immediately.
I don't want that.
It's fantastic. I'm like, I would be so good at that, because I spent so much time delivering food in the winter in Ohio and having to walk up people's slippery sidewalks and like figuring out how to like make that work. I would be great at it. So I kind of want to play. Now I break my hip in like the third like play, but I still want to try.
You know, I'm so anti like watching people eat shit makes me laugh. Like that just doesn't happen for me. But like something about that sounds really appealing.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of someone getting hurt, like just actually walking on a slippery sidewalk is terrifying, makes me feel all kinds of empathy. But in this situation, it's like, no, this is like part of the sport here is First of all, they're in complete pads, so it's like people are falling down. They're not getting hurt. That's a big part of it. But also, it's just like the art of staying up on ice. There is something athletic about it, and so making that part of the sport is fun.
I love that.
It's a really cool thing. I'm gonna see if I can find the clip of it.
No, this is a good prompt, caller. Thank you for the call. I like when movies and or fiction suggest very trivial things that are like wild, but we all accept it, right? So if someone could really someone in chat was like, oh, they offhand mentioned hockey's been banned in Jason X, but like, I love that. That's so fun. I love that because yeah, go ahead.
Have y'all seen the movie Yesterday? It's the movie where the Beatles didn't exist.
I've seen parts of it on TV a couple times now in the last year.
The movie where the Beatles didn't exist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The guy wakes up and the Beatles don't exist, and he like starts singing all their songs. I'm like, you're so impressed. That's as much as I've seen, Jan. I don't know what happens after that.
Yes, exactly that. It's exactly what Grubb said.
But doesn't he like? I'm sorry, I don't want to take
He's friends with Ed Sheeran. I do know that as well. Okay,
yes,
so I know that as well.
It's like oh man, there's such a great scene where like he enters in a songwriting competition on the spot against Ed Sheeran. And then this guy is just remembering all of the Beatles music, right? So then he just uses a Beatles song and then sings it in front of everyone. And then Ed Sheeran just mopes and like, all right, mate, I guess you're the best songwriter in history. And then walks away.
That's what's amazing is that he lives in a world. Again, this is only my like surface level understanding of what the movie is. He lives in a world where no one has a memory of the Beatles except for him, and then he's just like, cool, I'll just redo it for everyone.
Yeah.
So there's like two other people that remember the Beatles, and they confront him about it in the movie. Sorry, spoilers for Yesterday, everyone.
Please do it.
It's a big drama that they're building up, and then when they get to that scene, he thinks like, oh, they're gonna expose me and everything. My career's done. I shouldn't have been plagiarizing to begin with. They were just like, oh, thanks, mate. We just missed these songs, and we're glad you can sing them. But the other implications in this movie is that not only do the Beatles not exist, neither does Coca-Cola or cigarettes.
Huh.
That is fucking crazy.
What is the implication there?
Why?
Crazy.
So the implication is that because the Beatles didn't fuck off and go smoke a bunch of cigarettes and drink a bunch of soda pop, they never got together and form the band The Beatles because they exist in the universe.
Saying that led to the Beatles.
Yeah, the premise is not that the Beatles don't exist; it's that the cigarettes and Coca-Cola don't exist.
Yes.
This is a movie made by a child.
And then it's Danny Boyle though.
Yeah, it's a Danny Boyle movie.
Danny Boyle? He didn't write it.
I don't think
he doesn't write it.
He wrote it, but he directed it. It's like, yeah, I'll sign off on this.
Hey, a paycheck's a paycheck, but like, oh my God.
I love that this movie's only like 5 years old, and all of you were like, "Wow, you don't know anything about this movie." Like it's like it was a fucking classic. Like I should know. I should have seen it in a film class.
Yeah, I hate being that way too. So yeah, good call out. You're right, Matt Shipman.
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to give you shit. I'm just.
But also, it's like it's something about it when it happened was just like, what? How does a movie like this even happen? And I guess it's because Danny Boyle directs it, so they like give it a chance. But in the time, I was just like, could not fathom how this was like a whole movie on its own, because it's like this guy remembers the Beatles and that's going to be the thing. And I wanted to see it, and then reviews were kind of lukewarm on it. I don't know.
God. And then the other Bacalar, the other thing that popped out of this movie is in, I guess, one of the trailers, they heavily featured Ana de Armas. But in reality, she's only in the movie for like a minute. And then all of these Ana de Armas fans start freaking. Yes, they freaked the fuck out because they were like,
class action lawsuit.
There was a class action lawsuit from Ana de Armas fans because they assumed and went to this movie thinking she
I'm
was
in that class, by the way, to be clear. I'm in that class of Ana de Armas fans.
Maybe I've heard of this. I just didn't know the movie.
I forgot it was this movie too.
Yesterday's is great. The guy is really good and he's very charming. Also,
yeah, he is charming. That's a good point. That is why I started watching. It was on TV like last week, and I was like watching a little bit of it, and I'm like, oh, this guy's just good. What else is he in?
He is in Tenet.
That's what it is. Tenet. Yeah. I'm all aboard on Tenet these days. I've come back around. It's it's nonsense, and I love it.
The person who wrote this film Also wrote 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Bridget Jones's Diary, Love Actually.
So the bangers.
I'm so speechless. Like, I just cannot believe. Like, I remember seeing this trailer in the theater and just looking over at Stace and just like not saying it out loud because I think we were there for like a kids movie, but like mouthing like, "What the fuck?" like that. You know, so weird. Very strange.
Real quick, I found the clip of the guys playing ice football, and one time the guy gets out ahead of everybody, and I think it's German, and this German guy just turns around and just flicks the guy off as he's running into the end zone, and it owns. It's so great. I love it so much. I want to play this so bad.
No, come on. You want to do this? You want to run on ice?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a skill that I kind of half have. What can I do with it?
Wait, you have a history of running on ice? I don't understand.
I got pretty quick at at moving on ice because Columbus would get sheets of ice and I'd have to work outside.
You know, the way that I looked at that clip that was sent in the chat, and it looked like the way they were moving, you could probably have like a thick full body suit on to protect yourself and still move as much as they were moving. So maybe like that, it'd be okay. But
yeah, totally. I think that the pads they're wearing look pretty, like they're wearing like hockey pads and stuff like that, the hockey pants. And that's going to help with falling down. So, yeah.
All right. Come to PAX and see us run on ice playing football.
Live.
All right, I'm planning it. I'll call up an
I'm
ice
going to
rink.
start singing Beatles songs and claiming that the Beatles didn't exist.
Well, thank you, caller. We went to chat for the next voicemail, and chat chose quitting your job.
Dumpers, Dylan from Northeast Ohio here. How you doing? So I just put in my notice at work 6, got a new job, and, you always have the dream of, fuck, this place has been so shitty lately. I just want to, do something dramatic, and then, I don't do it. I'm going to be professional or whatever, but curious, do any of you have a fun quitting your job story? Anything dramatic, anything you've done, anyone you've seen do something dramatic? All right, love you all. Hope you have a great day. Peace.
When I was probably 16 and I worked at Burger King for a little bit, and I got a job because I walked in this Burger King for my other job and it wasn't open yet, and the guy's like, "You want a job?" And so we started working there, and this is the quick side note. That guy was probably about 35 to 40 at that time, and the guy I went in there with, eventually his much younger sister worked there, and then years later they got married, and she was when we started working there, she was probably 9 or 10, and then eventually they got married years later. So weird guy. And then
I wish I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was not great. Then he hired this really shitty assistant manager, and the guy was kind of I have a kind of little bit of an attitude with authority. Mike will tell you it's a big attitude with authority, but it's a little attitude. I feel this guy was poking and prodding me a little bit, and so he's like, I just need you to go do something. He would touch my shoulder. I'm like, no, don't touch me again. And he touched my shoulder. I'm like, I just stopped. I quit right there, and I walked out. And he's like, well, you're not really quitting. And I'm like, no, I really am. And I left, and it felt really good in the moment. And then I just didn't have a job for a while, so that kind of sucked. But it was, that was the most dramatic version of me walking out of a place.
I like that.
Wait, he married his sister?
No, sorry.
No, yeah.
No. The guy I went in there with had a younger sister, and she would eventually work there. The guy that hired us, who was 35 or to 40 at the time that he hired us, and so she was 10 at that time. So we're talking 25-year difference in age at that. Well, always. Eventually, many years later, they would get married.
Which is
okay.
A Burger King fairy tale.
Yep, it's a royal wedding. It is.
Oh, that's where dreams come true, don't they?
Yeah, all my dreams came true at that Burger King. That's damn right. People would come through the drive-through there, and my friends would know I was working, and they would order stuff grub style, and that would mean I would put free stuff in there, extra free food. So, because you could hear it over the speaker, and I'd be making the sandwiches and stuff. That was
that
was a good
You're
time.
the best.
I tried to be. Tried to hook my boys up.
Hey, good boy.
I've told my Taco Bell story where I just jumped out the drive-through window into a friend's car.
Love that.
Hell yeah.
You have to. That is where you should do the thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to endorse like burning bridges later on in life. Maybe don't do that.
You know, I don't have a good one for working. But you saying you jumped out a did you say Taco Bell window?
Yes.
Burger. It reminded me of something similar when I was graduating high school. My last day of classes in the second floor of a building. The building layout's really fucking weird. It's very long, but there's a couple of areas that have 2 floors or whatever. Instead of leaving out the front door on my last day of classes, I jumped out the window onto the roof that was next to it and left that way. And I never saw that teacher again. So I don't know if that mattered or if she got in trouble or... But it reminded me of what she said, so that's the closest thing I got.
Windows are great.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, windows are great. They're just fucking walls.
Yeah.
They're
They're just doors with like a
knobs.
little like a ramp you got to get over. Yeah.
Damn, dude,
You know.
doors are just walls that move. Fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right. Walls that move.
Anything's a door if you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And then you land among the stars.
Exactly.
Walt Whitman
Exactly.
said that. Yeah.
That's the takeaway from this episode. We have barely done any, but we're going to have to make this the last one. And our special guest is going to get to choose the last voicemail of the day. Mr. Shipman, if you would, please.
Oh, shit. Okay. There's some good ones in here, but let's go with eat in the shower.
Hey, Dumpers, Colin from Bel Air, Maryland calling. Question for you guys. What is the worst food to eat in the shower? All right, love you guys.
Huh.
Spaghetti.
Doritos.
A plate of spaghetti.
I was going to go soup.
Yeah, soup's gross because then that shit's overflowing very quickly, and that's
that sucks.
deeply upsetting.
Yeah. Something
know-
about wet noodles is deeply upsetting to me.
Yeah, that's bad too.
I don't know why my first thought was fucking, I thought of Doritos because I'm thinking of the dust, being on your fingers and then getting, hit the water hits it, goes down your body.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Creating like
everywhere.
a body
Little
wash
crevice.
Dorito
Yeah.
style. Yeah.
Oh, they probably make that, don't they? Cool Ranch body
hope
wash or
so.
some shit.
Yeah.
If not, we just invented it.
I got some in the back of my trunk. I'll sell it to you later. Yeah.
When you get to the bottom of the bag of Doritos, you get the little crummies, and you do the thing where you shovel it in your mouth. If any fall, you can use those to exfoliate your body.
Ugh. Just
Oh, Jin.
slicing your skin up.
Jin, you sick fuck.
Yep.
God damn. You know, I think the answer to this very important voicemail is all food
Yeah,
is
most
bad
yeah,
in
sure.
the shower.
I think,
right?
okay, an apple, I think I would be okay with eating in the shower. What is the food that you would be most okay with eating in the shower?
See,
not
an
an apple, because my reasoning, and then Jerf, I want to hear yours, but
Yeah.
I don't want to take a hot shower and bite into a cold apple. That's
Oh, okay. Well, my showers are kind of cooler. I'm on the cooler
Yeah.
side of the shower.
Okay.
So that helps. That
Are
informs
your
my
apples
decision
hot,
there.
though? Because...
Yeah, I do. I microwave my apples. Absolutely. Man, what a fucked up thing that we do. Someone could do is microwave an apple and bite into it.
Dude,
We all have the power.
Dude, that's such a great way to introduce a character, just the dude in his fucking robe, right? Just
Yeah.
getting ready to shower,
Take an
fucking
apple,
right to
put it in the microwave. Just puts it in his cup and just walks in the shower. Yeah.
You're like, all right, I know everything I need to know about this character in the first 10
He's
seconds.
a murderer, clearly.
Oh, an apple. See, an apple. I understand why you think an apple would be mostly okay, but
Close
I
is
do-
still okay.
what's that?
Close. I don't think it's not mostly okay, but it's the closest to okay.
Yeah, it's low stakes,
For
right?
me,
Low
yeah.
stakes for sure. But for me, I don't know if anyone else eats an apple this way, but an apple's got a built-in stand, right? An apple's got a
Oh, so
built-in.
you're setting it down? I wouldn't set it down in the shower.
That
No
thing
way.
just when I eat an apple at the desk here, I take a bite and I just sit it on its core. You know, I'm just
Yeah.
oh, you're not going to go anywhere. You are spherical in
I see
nature,
what you mean.
but you have
I
it,
wouldn't do that. No.
right?
There's something about that sounds fucking crazy, and then the other part of me is apples take so fucking long to eat, so you gotta put it down. You gotta stop. You gotta take breaks. Otherwise,
Yeah, of course.
For
I'm-
20
I'm-
fucking minutes.
I'm thinking of the smaller sized, not Cosmic Crisp. What's the Honey Crisp? Like that, if you're trying to save money, you just get the small ones. So
baby
yeah,
boys,
I eat
yeah.
those pretty quick. I'm and I could see myself kind of just sit in the shower maybe eating that, being like, okay, I'm done, and then like reaching out and throwing out the core, and I'd be like, all right, no harm, no foul there. If I did have to set it down, I would just throw it out. Yeah, slam a jam at the core.
Dude, how quick? How quick is quick though? I'm sorry, because I'm like real on to apples taking fucking forever to eat. I don't know why.
No, quick. We're talking like 2-3 minutes at the most.
Yeah,
Like,
so you're eating those like racquetball sized apples. Like
I'm not like it's like there are bigger ones, but I'm thinking I'm not going to take a bigger. I would not take the big one into the shower. That does seem fucking
dude, for
insane.
sure. When I open the fruit drawer, right, like I'm sizing up all these motherfuckers. I'm like, all right, who's gonna get, like? There's a situation I'm in right now.
Yeah, you're the shower-sized apple right there.
Where's my shower? It's like a caddy going into the golf bag. You gotta know what kind of fucking instrument you need to be using, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Something about the peel so that like when the shower like mist is like hitting it. I mean, I know I'm still biting into the peel, but something about it makes it feel like it's more protected.
No, you're fine. It's totally fine because you can wash apples on the outside and still eat it. Nothing is affected, and the inside is juicy. So like,
right, it's already wet. Yeah,
yeah. Getting any more liquid in it's just water. Like it'll just make it taste a little worse. But it's that you're right. That's why bobbing for apples is a thing.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
Yep. I mean, look, we're having an educational conversation about apples, and we're keeping Mike Minotti at bay. What's not to like here?
He's not happy about any of this.
I think eating corn on the cob may actually be the worst.
I think a sandwich would be the worst.
Well, because like you need a sandwich. You could one hand a sandwich, right?
Okay, you're right. So if you're like talking about, you don't have to stand in the water, and you don't have to let the water hit the food. You are still allowed to like be a human being and like hold it to the side.
Yeah.
Are you lathering with the other hand? Like, why do you need both hands?
Because I feel like to eat the corn on the cob properly, you need both hands for full corn control.
I don't know. I think you're underestimating just how waterproof corn on the cob can be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like I think if you hold it from the bottom and just sort of use it like a microphone and just kind of do it that way,
it's already pretty slippery though. We're adding in more
butter
water.
and the salt.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
You definitely have like the bits that get stuck in your teeth would just be like on the ground or on your fucking feet or something.
Yeah, that would suck. You should maybe subconsciously like feel bad about what's in between my teeth. Like, go. Yeah.
We can all agree that like anything bread based is obviously a bad choice because you're just going to get sogginess and it's just going to be a total...
Wet bread is like, I think like very low on the tier of things in my life I want to deal with. Yeah.
Right. Like a wet sandwich is garbage. Like you
it
pretty much
literally is just
out.
like it might as well be in the trash can already.
Maybe you salvage the meat, but that's about it.
I'm being reminded of a thing I wanted to call into the show about, but you addressed it eventually. It was the tuna pie.
Oh, Matt, we were having a good show.
You mentioned
dude.
tuna, and you're like bread based, and I'm just talking about sandwiches, and I'm like, yeah, and I just was thinking, fucking dude, it's just a tuna fish sandwich. It's the same thing. I don't know why that's making you so upset.
It's my teriyaki moment. Okay.
Did you have a bad experience?
No, I think it's just like that is naturally what it does to me. Like I've
not
never
like tuna salad though.
No, because I what's up? We're like. I ate lunch and I came back from like when I meet him, I had a tuna fish sandwich. And he was like, ew. I didn't even, I was like, man, I'm sorry. I didn't like just trying to get my food.
Look, I'm very much, I'm aware that I'm like, you know, disproportionately a piece of shit about tuna.
Hey, live your truth, man. It's fine. It's fine.
It is so unappealing to me. I don't know what, I have a irrational hatred for tuna fish. I like tuna steak. I like that. Okay. I love the sushi grade ahi. Of course, who doesn't?
They're not the same.
They're not the same.
No, it's not the same. As someone who likes both, it's not the same.
It's like comparing a fucking pizza to a frozen pizza. Like they are different products.
Yeah,
different cravings.
I think it's even like a greater distance than that because
I agree.
DiGiorno, you might as well be delivery. Am I right? You guys can sponsor us, please, DiGiorno, please.
Please, no, I'm sorry. It is a disproportionate thing. I think it also has to do with the fact of how much my wife loves it and how often I'm met face to face with it in my own home.
Is it the mayo factor, the mustard factor? Okay, I think we got him.
That's not helping.
we got him.
So okay,
I think I can make a tuna fish sandwich right after this. That sounds great.
Back, Laura, how do you feel about chicken salad?
I don't love it, but it's a
Okay.
much better compromise.
It is
for
the
me.
tuna fish that is part of this equation.
Because I like mayo too. Like I'm a mayo fan. Like I enjoy making my own hot sauce with mayo sometimes. Like let's go.
Okay.
You know, putting that shit on grilled cheese.
So
to fry
what's the hot sauce process? You like make it like buffalo sauce or something? Is
Yeah,
that made with mayo?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thanks for asking, Jeff. So what I do
I'm interested.
is sometimes it's like sriracha, sometimes it's like a Frank's combination of all different spices, whatnot. Throw it in there, and then the secret is a little bit of brown sugar. Pepper that in there a little bit. Mix it all up in a little ramekin. And you're
Sounds
in
like it'd be
business.
good with tuna.
And you're in business. You're in your business, folks. You know.
I do have a request, just because of how outlandish it was, that we play Specific People 2.
Sure. Yeah. I was actually going to check in with you before we say goodbye. So
You don't
so
need
by all
Specific
means.
People 1 before.
It was a completely good, fine, great voicemail. Specific People 2 just sings a little bit more.
Yeah, I trust you.
Hey, Dumpers, Olive again. I just wanted to apologize for the airplane noise in the background of my phone call. A plane just crashed near my house, and the traffic has been crazy. So, otherwise, yay, Bellotto, accomplishments, yay, bye.
Perfect voicemail. Literally the most perfect voicemail we've ever received. Holy shit.
What was the last part? Yay, what?
Yay, Bellotro achievements. She's like, the plane crashed near my house. Lots of traffic. Bellotro rules. And all of that I agree with. Especially
What?
the plane crashing part.
What? Like a passenger? Do
I
we
don't
know?
know.
Is it?
I don't
is
know.
Is it talked about in Specific People 1?
No, not at
you
all.
hear it though? Do you hear a
West-
plane crash?
West Nashville. Olive Tappanay said.
Do you have?
Nashville.
Is this going to be like in the FAA? Is going to have to come take this and confiscate it as evidence?
It was a small propeller plane, which we don't care about. So that's no. I'm
Oh,
kidding,
okay.
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
The people in those aren't real people. Yeah.
I hope everyone's okay. God damn, that's insane.
Yeah, the thing is, I went back and listened to the first voicemail, which has nothing to do with the plane crash, and I don't hear an airplane sound at all.
Oh, weird. Oh, that's terrible.
So the Specific People was from the same person?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
That is weird. I guess you can make the perfect voicemail. You're right, Jeff.
Nailed it.
God damn. Okay. Well, that's gonna have to do it. This has been the voicemail dump truck 707. Exit flu is the phone number. We're talking about a very pink Jeff Grubb. If you're watching the video version of the program, you can do that on giantbomb.com or our YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me thank Mr. Matt Shipman for joining the program today. Where can we see, find you, and hear you, Matt?
Thanks for having me. Sorry, I saw a flash of lightning outside. Thunder.
Oh, I heard
Did
it.
you hear that?
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
whoa.
bad.
Room you're
The
in.
bass.
My poor dog is fucking terrified. That's what my wife was just like, our dog was squeezed behind the washing machine and she's covered in dust now. And I just want to let you know. I'm like, okay. But you can find me on the internet and shit. Look up my name. Twitter.com, Instagram.com, all the .coms. I'm working on a show right now called, I'm not going to explain it, Hokkaido Gals Are Super Adorable. I play the main guy in it, and it's a comedy. It's a rom-com. It's fun. Check it out.
Hell
it's
yeah.
on Crunchyroll.
Awesome.
That's it.
Matt, there was a specific thing you said you wanted to plug last time we spoke.
I don't even remember.
Are you not doing it? This is the time to do it.
Ultraman.
Fucking...
You forgot again.
Dude, all right, so this is the second time I've been on a Giant Bomb thing since I've become an Ultraman. Like, my primary contribution to this website is a fucking Power Rangers podcast. And then after that, I got cast as an Ultraman. We're dubbing the Ultraman shows, and I am Ultraman in Ultraman Z. I'm
Hell yeah.
that one. And I haven't fucking talked about it on here yet.
That rules.
So, yeah, watch that. That's all on YouTube for free, because Super Eye is the best fucking tokusatsu company ever. Check it out. It's fun.
That's awesome. That's
Hell
really
yeah,
cool.
man.
I will
That's
watch
rad.
that. That's fantastic.
Good shit. Well, none of us can top that, so we'll just allow you to hear the voicemail dub track phone number 707 exit flu. Thank you, Jan Ochoa. Thank you, Jeff Grubb, and of course, yes, and thank you, Purple Grubb, and of course, Matt. We'll be back next week with a brand new show, and hopefully not my dad. See you then.
All right, faces and microphones are back up. Let's pull up
It's
time.
very yucky because it sounds